It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you get a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Luck on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers, that's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Play fake. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rivers now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Mack at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one